Hey Aries, I am Faith, the Divine Faith, and welcome on into your energy reading. You have to pardon the hair because I just got done playing basketball. So, it definitely looked better than this maybe an hour ago, but this is the aftermath. So, yes, it's probably going to be a long night, but either way, we are here for your energy reading. Now, I did remove time moving forward when it pertains to these energy readings because I don't want to hold you to a particular or hold you to the expectation that it has to happen during this week or during this month. So I do hope you kind of understand that, but even if you don't, that's too bad. But yeah, so we're just going to take a look at the energy that is surrounding you. Now this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If that doesn't resonate, then check your other placements and those may resonate with you more. I always say I do not intend to keep you guys long, but I really want to hold myself to that right now because I don't want to keep you guys long, okay? So, Aries, Sun, and Rising. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. Okay, some of you could be dealing with your Martian sister or brother, meaning you could be dealing with a Scorpio, okay? We do have the Nine of Cups, so we have Pisces energy. So you could be dating a Pisces, you could be dreaming about a Pisces, okay? It's kind of interesting though with this genie. The way that this genie is looking coming out of these particular set of cups, he kind of gives me that look of, what the hell do you want and why did you call me? So even though we have this energy of, getting what you want, wish fulfillment, wish come true, I also do get this energy with this Nine of Cups, especially with the way that he's looking. It looks more so like, okay, you're overdoing it. You're abusing the system a little bit. So you may be feeling that way when it possibly pertains to a guru, a mentor, a boss, or there may be some news coming out that is tied to a university and something about an abuse of power, because ninth house is that higher knowledge. It is that higher education. It also is foreign places, foreign things, foreign travel. So, that may be tied into some sort of news that could be coming out around the 18th of February, or it could be the 18 days, 18 hours from me recording this video. I did give you some time, but I can't help it. But so yeah, even though, like I said, this is a good card with the wish fulfillment, we do have that. I think that's a goldfish, kind of looks like. And goldfish in feng shui is actually a good luck fish. So there is some good luck that has already came your way, or it could be coming your way. However, I do feel that some of you have to be careful because you may catch yourself being too greedy. Like, good things are coming your way, good things are starting to happen, but it does seem that some of you may go towards the path of abusing it a little bit. Okay, maybe even being a little bit overzealous, and there's nothing wrong with being, zealous about things, but you just have to be careful. There also is this, the word moderation is coming up as well. Shellfish is coming through. So be careful about overindulging in stuff like that and shellfish. Okay. There's this full moon in the back. I don't know why I want to say Sagittarius. So some of you may be dealing with the fire sign as well, another Aries or a Leo or a Sagittarius. But I am getting that energy here. But yeah, let's look at the other cards as well. Yeah, it's so weird. I said a mentor, and we have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups isn't always a full-blown romantic relationship. It could be literally somebody coming in to help you. It could be a professor. Okay, it could be any of that. All right. Some of you may be into dominatrix, or like somebody is definitely wanting to explore the more, I wouldn't say sinister. Somebody's just wanting to explore more when it pertains to their sexuality or just sex, period. Okay. Somebody's possibly going for a colonoscopy, or somebody needs a colonoscopy. And I'm also getting a mammogram. So I don't know if breast cancer is kind of like a thing that kind of runs in your family. So you may be worried about that, because I don't know if maybe somebody just got diagnosed with that recently, or they may have unfortunately passed away. So some of you also could be worried about family medical issues that you are afraid may start to kind of like hurt you if it hasn't happened already. Okay. Again, the number 9 is tied to Jupiter, and we know Jupiter is all about. We know Jupiter is all about knowledge. Yes, Jupiter likes to expand, but also Jupiter is dead set on getting to the truth. So Jupiter's path may not be so grandiose or like flashing lights like we all try to make it out to be, because of the fact that they are going more towards the truth. And a lot of times the truth is hard to deal with, So some of you may be kind of dealing with that right now. You're feeling pulled in a different direction when it pertains to your life purpose, and it's going towards a direction where you're going to be able to find your truth within yourself, but the road may be ugly. The career may be kind of like ugly in a way. It may not necessarily be, flashing lights, if that makes sense. Some of you, your destiny or your path of truth may revolve around maybe taking care of the sick, tending to the sick, or you may find yourself having to do this when it comes to a godparent or just some elder. Okay. I'm getting Thailand, Tokyo, that particular area is coming up. So some Aries placements, you actually may be taking a trip into foreign lands. I actually feel like it'll be next spring, but it could happen this spring. Aries. Yeah, we have the Fool. Well, that Sam Smith song is coming up, Stay With Me. But I get this feeling that, yeah, we have that song, Stay With Me, because you're all that I need. But there kind of is this energy here where it feels like somebody's forcing it. And some of you Aries, it may not even really be you. It could be the other person that you feel kind of like forced themselves to in your life, or kind of like forced you in a way, or coerced you into like being in a relationship. So I get this energy where you just feel a little bit annoyed when it pertains to someone that you're in a relationship with. And this person may be like a jokester. They may literally be a comedian, or maybe do comedy for a living or anything like that. But then there's the downside of the situation where either they don't have a lot of money, so they could be financially irresponsible, or their finances just still are not in order. But for you, it's hard to let go because this person, they make you laugh. It's a good time. But there's still like this sense of immaturity that's coming through when it pertains to this person, or it could be you. Now that song by Chris Brown, Warm Embrace, is coming up as well. So I'm not, and what I'm saying is not necessarily saying that it's a bad thing, but it feels that you're coming from a place where you are now wondering about the long term, the long game, the sustainability of this particular relationship. That's kind of where you're at. Okay. Aries. Yeah. The justice. Yeah, something about this ain't right. Something about it is not fair. But I wouldn't necessarily say that it's unfair in a manner of like cheating or anything in that regard. To me, it feels unfair because someone's heart is really not there. It's questioning in terms of, like, why did I pick you? Why did I pick this person? Or again, like I said, I do feel that some of you could be setting into that energy where you're starting to get more annoyed about this person and what they do and their mannerisms, things that you totally fell in love with, or maybe just fell in like with at the beginning, that is not the same anymore. Hence why the Justice card is coming in reverse. So there is an imbalance here. All right. Somebody's divorce is held up, and it's been held up for a long period of time because they can't track down the other person. And some of you, the other person actually may be an immigrant or something like that. So there's just a little bit of a difficulty when it comes to finding this individual. All right. But in a way, when I kind of, if we look at this Justice card upright, you see how she has this pomegranate. And it's like, I think pomegranates are considered like good luck, I think, in the afterlife. I'm going to have to double check that. But to me, when I look at this picture, because of this balance, this reminds me of someone where it's like they would sacrifice maybe even their own health or anything of that nature to make sure that this situation stays on the up and up. But with it being in reverse, that compromise, that sacrifice is just not there. It comes across that someone in this particular situation is really just there for their own gain. And once they've gained, they're out the door. And to me, it screams the person that is annoyed with the connection. Yeah, no wonder I said that. It's unrequited love. This is a soulmate, yes. But remember, I called it before. I felt that someone's heart is just not there. They're trying to convince themselves, whether it be you or the other person, trying to convince yourself that, yes, I know this is the right person for me. You know, it has to be. But it's that energy of, if you have to keep seeking validation or confirmation that this person is the right one, then we probably got a bigger problem on our hand. Because it shouldn't take you having to be confirmed with every other month that this is the right person. And that's going on because something is just not, right. You and this person may come from different backgrounds, okay? And honestly, I don't think there's a lot of attraction going on. But remember I said someone may be financially irresponsible, financially immature. Someone may be getting annoyed because they are having to pull the load when it comes to the finances. Which was it, like 60%, 50% of marriages end in divorce, and finances maybe is probably the biggest issue. You know what I'm saying? So this to me screams to like someone is in your life for a season. And honestly, this is giving very best friend vibes. Maybe some of you could be coming from this place like, man, I really wish that you and I would have stayed best friends. Because maybe you feel like it really worked that way. And it's probably not wrong. But this is what I'm concerned about. There is not an equal give and take whenever it pertains to this particular relationship. It is imbalanced. You could be dating a Taurus, a Cancer, a Libra, Scorpio. I said your Mars brother or sister. Pisces, Sagittarius, Leo. Those are the signs I'm getting. Those of you that are single, there is somebody that is coming into your life. I don't see that you actually know this person and they're not your ex. Okay? You and this person will definitely have a lot of good times, laughs. See, I said it. A lot of good times, laughs. Okay? We have the Ten of Swords coming upright. Somebody's very demanding, or this is about to be the turning point. Someone's going to start to become very demanding. Maybe even a little bit harsh when it comes to the way they speak to you, talk, interact, all that stuff. King of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you may be dating, like there may be a significant age difference, and you may now be starting to see where you guys are could be having some issues, because mentally speaking, you guys just are not on the same wavelength whenever it pertains to that. Someone is retired, or someone may not be able to work because they may have sustained some type of injury on the job, or some of you need to be careful about this because this screams like workman's comp or something like that. But some of you Aries have to be careful. Some of you Aries have to be careful as well when it comes to befriending someone on your workplace or befriending the wrong people, because I feel that it's going to pour over and it's going to affect your job, and you actually may end up getting let go, because this feels like a pension or a severance pay that may be coming for some Aries. But I feel that it's because some of you have made the wrong decision in befriending somebody and they're not really your friend. We have the Death card, Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Wands in reverse. So even though we have a little bit of this breakdown when it comes to this relationship, to me, and like I said, I don't really get cheating or anything like that, but it goes to just a matter of responsibility and maturity. So it seems like it's starting to chip away more at this. Okay, but knowing whenever I see this combination, there's a good blend, it's a good balance, but that's not going on at all. There's not a good blend. It's not a good balance. And some of you, to be honest, you may just be from it just may be too big of a difference when it comes to where you came from, how you grew up, and all that stuff. And that may be the thing that starts to slowly come in between the two of you guys. So that's why I say it doesn't really give me like infidelity or anything like that. or it doesn't even give me like, mistrust with finances. There's a lack of finances in somebody's direction. There also may just be a matter of, one person is taking on a lot of the load, a lot of the burdens. Families may not be so happy. I don't feel this is a blended family situation. It is not going well. Somebody's family is kind of just like, man, I can't wait for the day that you leave this person alone. So to me, it just seems that you have a lot to battle. Oh yeah, somebody has an addiction, or somebody was very, very deep in their addiction, and that's still there. That's still lingering in the dark. That's still lingering in the shadows. But you are still going to try to be happy. But to me, this screams like a relationship where it kind of comes across where they need you, and that may be the catalyst here why you continue to move forward. I hate to say it, but it comes across like somebody here feels sorry for the other person, and they just don't want to let them go because they're just like, they have nobody. Why are you taking on that burden? You can't be everything for one person and then also try to be everything for yourself. I mean, that just seems like that's the fastest way to an accident. So it's just something to think about. And also, you need to be very careful. I already talked about work, but you need to be very careful when it comes to finances, because I would say for some time, probably the next 2 weeks, or 2 weeks, 2 months, finances don't necessarily seem to be that great. So probably to the beginning of March is what I'm getting. Okay. So Aries, this has been your reading. Okay. I hope it helped you, and I will see you later.